Song of the year, song of the year. That's what I keep hearing about this song. Thanks for the recommendation to check this out. I've been so busy reacting to all of the other things you've been recommending. I haven't gotten to this one yet, even though I'm a little behind the curve, a couple weeks late. But I've had some students come in that are really excited to work on this one, so I need to react to it before I hear it in a voice lesson coming up this week. So here we go. I'm going to listen to this duet, Die With a Smile. This is Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Apparently there was some magical serendipitous little moment where he invited her over to the studio to check out a song, and then the stars and the moon aligned, and out came this beautiful hyperbolic love song from the end of the world, you know. Can't wait to hear it. I haven't heard this at all. I'm going to start with the live recording here so that I can, you know, I like to get a sense of songs from the live recording because there's actual, real, pure human voices singing. So without further ado, I'm going to dive right in. My name's Tim. I'm a vocal instructor. I've been doing this for a long time. I teach in person around the Manhattan tri-state area. I have an amazing team of teachers that work with me. We also do lessons worldwide online. They work really well. Check us out if you want to get started on lessons. Here's my website. Also, subscribe and click the notification to stay up to date on my latest stuff. Lots more to come. All right, here we go.
You guys are going to be the first to hear us play this song live. Right?
First live performance, too. Wow. Is that a pinky swear?
Ladies and gentlemen,
What does that mean?
Gaga just put a song out today. And she was kind enough to let me be on it. And this song is called Die With a Smile.
Wow. Wow. All right, we're going to stop there. Wow. What a great song. I had like 4 moments where I had this like full body goosebump experience listening to that. That hook. Next to you. Oh my God, that sort of silky smooth Bruno Mars stuff. He has some of it, so much of his latest stuff has this like 70s sexy throwback feel to it. This song is just right on the money. Hearing Lady Gaga, first of all, both of them with their multi-instrumental talent. To have 2 vocalists who are incredible killers just for their vocals, to be sitting down accompanying themselves separately and performing this song together, the level of talent, I mean, what? That is so amazing. Now, granted, this wasn't an amazing audio capture because this was a capture of the live performance of the song, but I was still able to hear a lot of what's going on in the vocals, and I'm excited to break down some of the things I'm hearing. We've got this warm, husky, sexy Bruno Mars tone, and Lady Gaga with her brass and her punch, and the way that those voices work together here, those tight harmonies. So cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to go back and break this down sort of phrase by phrase, some of the things that I'm hearing, but I definitely feel like I'm going to have to do a listen to the original music video, real, fully produced version of the song, just so that I can get a little more into the meticulous detail of the vocal stuff they're doing, since this recording, loses a little bit of it in the capture from a live show. But anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to go back. That was exciting. I definitely think this song's going to be nominated for a whole bunch of stuff. All right, here we go. Going back. Nice little falsetto moment starting us off. Bruno Mars is a master of upper register stuff. Bruno Mars is one of the best examples of great auditory roughness in a voice. Auditory roughness is that kind of husky, scratchy, lo-fi, fuzzy sound that you can put on a voice. He's a master of that. His voice has so much warmth and so much accessibility to it because of that. He also does a great job of modulating that when he gets bigger and letting the brass in his tone. But by and large, his core tone is just that warm, lo-fi fuzz. Listen to that. Right there. Little grit on that top note. The tree. Notice how lateral his vowels are. He's a singer that he has a lot of that lateral soul pop R&B type of vowel structure in his singing, unlike some other contemporary artists who have a little more tall vowels. That harmony is beautiful. I can't really tell where the background singers are, if they're back there. I'm sure they're probably in the back there somewhere. Oh, those harmonies are so smooth. Oh. Bruno Mars sits up in that register. He does that so well. That's because his voice is so high. His voice is in a pitch range that is comfortable for most female voices to sing in. So when I do covers of his stuff with female singers, I usually don't change the keys at all, which is crazy. Let's go back and listen to that build up into the chorus. I can't stop right there and not give you the full ramp into it. That's unfair. Oh. Here we go. That hook is so sticky. If the world was ending, I want to be next to you. I think that's the hook. I've only heard this song one time, and that hook is burrowed into my head. It's so good. I got goosebumps just like noodling around with it on my falsetto. That's so good. It's so good. Jeez. Man, I definitely can see this song being Song of the Year, no doubt. And those harmonies once he gets to the word you. Oh. Ooh, oh. Notice how when he gets loud and when he gets powerful, he never gets strident or never makes a tone that feels inaccessible. Everything he does is silky smooth, beautiful, powerful, warm. Everything he does is so accessible. He has such a beautiful, easy to listen to voice. He's got the power and he's got that warm, husky, introspective stuff going on. What a mega, mega talent. Reminds me of Prince sometimes. Especially playing guitar here like this. Here she comes. I love her little riff into it. Ooh, whatever she's doing on those notes. That's such a great little start. Notice her tone here. Normally let me back up and say, Lady Gaga is a very dynamic artist, but I don't think of her as having out of the box as much of that sultry, lo-fi, fuzzy, auditory, roughnessy, scratchy tone that Bruno Mars is known for. But notice right here in the start of this verse, she's matching a little bit of the tone that Bruno Mars started his verse with. Check that out. Hear that? Now we're getting a little more of that Lady Gaga brass in her tone coming in on the second phrase. Here it's getting a little more bite. I think of her more as a singer that uses brassy tones, more of a dominant characteristic of her singing, although she also does the light, husky stuff. I mean, she did that whole jazz standard album with Tony Bennett, which was amazing. So she obviously can sing light and husky too, but she leans more into having that brass, trumpetiness in her voice than Bruno Mars does as a core part of her sound. Hear that brass? Okay, I have to go back and hear that again. Oh my God, that was so good. That harmony part there. And now Bruno Mars is matching into her brightness of her tone when he starts singing with her so that their tone qualities are complementary in that harmony part. Notice how efficiently she's singing right here. Notice how she's not over opening her mouth up there. Whenever you're belting or using your chest voice in the top of your middle chest voice, which is right about where she is, she might be crossing over into her gear 2 of her chest voice, the register I call upper chest contemporary. If you're up in that range of your voice and you've got to do you've got to do a lot of syllables in fast repetition, you need to find a mouth space that's efficient. You can't be chewing or over opening your mouth too much. Notice she's very efficient. She's not over opening her mouth here and all of that fast moving stuff. Go back and check that out. See, she's being very efficient right there in the way she's singing. Also, I want you to notice another technical thing. If you've followed my vocal breakdown reactions to Billie Eilish, you know that I've talked about her head tilting and how, although I think that's an important technical thing, she kind of overdoes it sometimes. Lady Gaga is tilting her head here at the end of this phrase the same way Billie Eilish does. I want to point that out to you. This is a technique that's not just a Billie Eilish thing. It's all pop singers do that when they go up to way high belt notes. Check out her head position change. Right there on 4. Worth fighting for. You see that little head tilt that she did there? That's a pop thing. They all do it. So that's why I teach it. There are very specific technical reasons why you do that. And I've broken that down several times in other videos. I'm not going to go into that here. But trust me, it's a good thing to do when you go for the crazy high notes. Just don't do it too far. Man, that chorus is killing me. In German, they have this word Earworm. It's earworm. I think I didn't quite pronounce it right there. But it means a melody that sticks in your ear like an earworm, and it just keeps going around in there. This song is a killer earworm. Oh my God, it's so sticky. All right, so here we are into the bridge. I love this little trade-off, this little back and forth that they're doing in the bridge. Now we've got like an instrumental bridge type of thing going on here. So cool. Where are the background singers? Are they in there? Does anyone know? I can't see in the way this video is shot if they're there. I love these background sounds though. Her vocal placement is so good. She's so dialed in on that. She's got the right squeeze. She's got the right power. She's got the right brass. She has the right mouth configuration. She's just so locked in. What a great vocal technician. Both of these two are such great vocal technicians. I love how she leaned into the, if the party was, oh, I love how she did a little emphasis on those syllables. That was cool. Wow. Damn. Oh. Oh, hear that riffing? That riffing is so good at the end. This definitely feels like it has a Bruno Mars flavor on it. And from just a little bit of background of the song, I think that makes sense because from my understanding, he reached out to her and was like, hey, Lady Gaga, you want to come over? I got to show you this really cool song I'm working on. And then they spent the whole night writing and recording it. So I do feel like it's Lady Gaga stepping into Bruno Mars's world, although he's being gracious and saying, this is Lady Gaga's song and stuff like that. I think maybe she released it as her song. I don't know who's the official person that's releasing it first or if they're just co-releasing it, but who cares? It doesn't matter. It's just such a great piece of art. They're a match made in heaven. They're kind of musical siblings here. They sound great together. Now, that being said, I think both of them sound great with anyone else who sounds great. They're both really, really just brilliant artists. So I would love to hear them do more music together. They seem to really enjoy working together. They've made some incredible art. This song is killer. Those harmonies, the stickiness of that hook. I'm definitely going to have to react to the studio version as well, just because I wasn't able to get super high quality breakdown of the vocals from this phone recording from the concert. But who cares? It was still awesome to listen to. I'm glad that my first listen to it was of them together for real in person live. It makes it so real and so special. And as you know on this channel, I'm a big fan of real humans singing without putting stuff in between us and them. Let there be mistakes. That's okay. Let's use our voices. Let's be expressive. Let's move each other. Let's stay connected in that way. You know, that's a big mission and a big musical philosophy that I like to stand behind. So I loved seeing this as my first go at it, and I can't wait to see the studio recording now too. So if you like this reaction, subscribe, click the notification to stay up to date. I appreciate you hanging to the end of the video. There's more to come with community around my reactions and around all things to do with next steps with these amazing artists that we get to listen to and share our joy and love of them together. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.